You know what I did? I just recorded an entire 30-minute review of Raw. And I wasn't live. Because I'm an idiot. I'm a complete idiot. How stupid are you? Like, how did you not know that you just did that? You just recorded an entire 30-minute Raw. This is what you get for being a noob on YouTube. This is my second night on YouTube. I record a whole 30-minute stream. I was entertaining as hell, and now it's gone. Now I got to do it all again, and that's what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to do it all again. I got 0 viewers. I'm going to do it all again with 0 viewers. I'm an idiot. I'm a whole idiot. Okay, let's get into Raw. I'm not going to do 30 minutes, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to. I'm going to do like 15 minutes. Like, I'm just really sorry. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I'm an idiot. Alright. We kick off Raw. Drew McIntyre. Crowd loves him right now. And I love how they're using his release from WWE and his backstory to make him a huge babyface to go up against Lesnar. The crowd seems to be really into him. He deserves this push. And I'm just really glad that they're doing that for him because he deserves it. He really does. He issues a challenge to the OC. OC accepts. They have a handicap match. Drew makes the OC look like an idiot. He makes them look terrible. Lesnar shows up after the match, hits an F5, and they're getting this feud kicked off really quickly. So you have like 10 weeks for this feud. So I don't know where they're going to go in the meantime. I don't know if they're just not going to have any matches. Maybe Paul Heyman throws somebody in Drew's face and he takes him out at No Way Out or whatever the mid pay-per-view is called, but whatever. I hope this build for this match is just like knockdown, drag out, just brutal. I hope we have fights. I hope next week Paul Heyman's running his mouth forever and Drew McIntyre shows up and claymores Lesnar in the face. Like I just hope that every week, I hope there's just physicality. I hope there's violence. I just want it to be brutal. Brutal. Then we teleport back to 2010, and Rey Mysterio takes on MVP. And these two guys in their mid-40s, they actually worked a full-length match, and I was entertained. I mean, maybe I was blinded by nostalgia, but I was entertained. I thought it was good. I'll let the botch ending slide this time. Rey Mysterio basically 619 MVP in the back of the head, or back of the shoulder, to end the match. So that was kind of stupid. But otherwise, I mean, it was fine. I don't think MVP's worked. I don't think MVP has worked a match in a while, so I thought it was fine. We move on. Aleister Black squashes a jobber. I'm glad Aleister Black gets the push he deserves. I want to know where they're going to go with his character because he's kind of in a weird position for the next 3 months where he's obviously not going to be in the big title picture. He doesn't really have a clear direction for WrestleMania right now, so maybe he ends up in the U.S. title picture. Maybe he takes out Andrade at WrestleMania for the U.S. title. But he cuts a promo after this match. He says that he's going to bring the fight to whoever he wants. He says, I'm bringing the fight to you. I'm bringing it to you. But I don't know who you is. I'm assuming it's whoever he's going to feud with next. So they're changing it up a little bit. That's fine. Doing what they need to do. Moving on, because I've already talked about this to myself for 30 minutes. Seth Rollins comes out in his hilarious stained glass t-shirt that he wears now. He talks about how they love Drew McIntyre. He talks about how they're going to stab him in the back. So he's probably right. You guys, you fans, you do what you want. You stab him in the back if you want. I don't care. I like Drew McIntyre. I think he deserves this, so whatever. He says that KO and Joe, will have their match with Rollins and Murphy for the tag team titles. They say Kevin Owens and Joe come out, say, "Oh, we're not stupid. AOP is going to be back there ready to attack us." They expose them, and they have the Viking Raiders staged back there to take them out, and they do. So I thought this was pretty cool. I'm really ready to see Viking Raiders versus AOP. That seems like the most interesting match out of all of this feud. So hopefully we'll get that soon. Maybe at No Way Out. I think Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens will end up winning the titles at some point. I don't know for sure. But basically this was a 2-on-1 match. Joe gets taken out pretty early. And I think that having these four men involved, Rollins, Murphy, Kevin Owens, and Samoa Joe, in the tag title picture is really good for the tag titles. Like, it makes them look really good because you have four, main event quality players all in the tag team picture. So, pretty neat there. But maybe we'll see where that goes. I mean, maybe AOP will turn on Rollins and Murphy. Maybe Viking Raiders end up winning their titles back. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I think Viking Raiders versus AOP at WrestleMania for the tag titles needs to happen somehow, some way, however you want to get there. But that seems like the most intriguing tag team match for WrestleMania. Our title matches continue. We move on. We have Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo versus Andrade for the United States title. This will be the third show in a row that Andrade has defended the United States title, and I'm really glad that they're doing this with this title, where they're kind of using it, they're defending it every single week, it seems like. Especially with the WWE champion not being there very much. So I thought this was cool. I thought the match was pretty good, and I really enjoyed the beatdown after the match where Humberto snapped. Basically, Zelina Vega breaks up the pin. Humberto had him beat. He breaks up the pin, tells me that ain't happening. So, am I on the right channel? Yes. I don't have my stuff together tonight, clearly. I've already recorded the stream, and I'm really upset about it because I've already done it. But anyways, Humberto rips up the little padding thing. Humberto, he rips up the padding thing. He attacks Andrade on the padding. So I like this little turn of events. I thought it was pretty good. Interesting. I mean, I guess this feud is going to continue. Maybe Humberto wins the title at some point, but I really want to see Aleister Black win the United States title. So we'll see where that goes. We'll see how they get there. Charlotte comes out. She acts like she's going to announce who she's going to fight at Royal Rumble at WrestleMania. Asuka comes out and attacks her. They have a match, Charlotte versus Asuka. This match was pretty good. It was really long, and if you're going to have a 20-minute match in the third hour of Raw, you probably need to shorten it up a little bit, or put it in the main event if you're going to have a long match like that. I know you couldn't do it in the main event tonight because everybody wanted to see that ending angle, which we kind of saw coming, but it was still awesome. But the third hour was okay. It was pretty good. My prediction is that at some point, Charlotte and Becky are going to win the tag team titles from the Kabuki Warriors, and Charlotte's going to be Becky's future WrestleMania opponent. So, they're going to do that kind of storyline. And then they'll end up, turning on each other, and someone else will win the titles before WrestleMania. So I thought the match was pretty good. I thought it was fine. And I think we'll see where it goes. I don't know. And then the show starts dragging. 24/7 title segment. Title segment. Mojo versus No Way Jose. They have a short match. I don't know who the pink guy was with Mojo. But anyways, R-Truth ends up winning the title when he's disguised as one of the Conga people. And then Pink Tights guy distracts R-Truth. Mojo wins the title back. I want to see with this 24/7 title, I want to see more championship scrambles and things like that. You know, like my proposal with these 3-hour Raws, clearly they can't put together a 3-hour show all in a row every week. It's just not happening. It's not doing well. The third hour is not doing well. I mean, it is by USA standards. You know, it still looks good for USA because they're getting more viewers during Raw than during some random episode of Law and Order. So, I mean, it's good for them, but it's clearly dipping every week in that third hour. So if USA is insistent on keeping that third hour, let's do some stupid matches with this 24/7 title every week to keep it up. You know, to just break up the show a little bit. Like have some dumb 24/7 scramble, Falls Count Anywhere, ladder match, Hell in a Cell for the 24/7 title every week. Have guys get involved and have actual matches instead of just 2-minute segments where somebody rolls another person up. Because otherwise, if you're going to do that, just get rid of the title. It's stupid. The reason we loved this title originally is because of how wild and stupid it was, but not stupid in the sense of we're just wasting time on Raw. Stupid in the sense that we had all these crazy matches, we had these crazy scenarios, and that's what made us love the title when it first launched. And now it's just bad, and now it's time to end it. Unless you're going to make it different and make it better. Liv Morgan versus Lana is after this. This is a quick win for Liv Morgan. I'm hoping that we can move her past this Lashley, Lana, Rusev storyline and have, you know, her actually get the push that we, you know, they did all these vignettes. They did all these. She had that big promo on SmackDown where she said she's going to change. And now she's back to just being a lower mid-card woman. So hopefully they're going to move Liv past this. And then the fairy tale ending to the Rusev, Lana, Lashley storyline is that Rusev is able to win Lana back and rekindle their marriage. So that's, you know, that's the ending we all need to see. Credit to Rusev, Lashley, and Lana for making this storyline pretty good. You know, the WWE gives them chicken shit, and they made chicken salad out of it. Like, this storyline's been intriguing. You can't deny that. They've been number one on social media. They've been number one on YouTube. Their wedding was the highest rated Raw segment in like all year last year. So you can't deny the popularity of this storyline. We just need to see the ending that we need to see, which is Rusev gets Lana back. Because they don't actually hate each other. They, you know, they're still married. So in the end, we need to see it all come back. Eric Rowan squashes a jobber. This storyline has gone on for way too long. Why is Eric Rowan still beating jobbers and not telling us what's in the stupid cage? Like, I just don't care anymore. You're just wasting 10 minutes of Raw every week by having Eric Rowan come out, beat a jobber, and then not do anything. No progression whatsoever. This is so stupid. It's time to move this storyline on. I told you before, at the end of the decade, you know, when you're in December, and you don't really do a lot with, you know, storyline progression in December, so I was giving you a pass. And now here we are at the end of January, and you still haven't done anything with this guy. Like, are you pushing him or not? If you're not, get him off my TV screen because he's not even a good wrestler. I was just kind of entertained by the thing in the cage, but now I just don't care anymore because you've dragged it out so freaking long. It's time to do something with this now, WWE. No more dragging it out. Let's reveal it next week. You should have revealed it at the Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar knocked Eric Rowan out in like 5 seconds. He should have done something with that. He should have opened up the cage and let it attack Brock Lesnar or whatever. I don't care. I needed to see something, and we got nothing. Stupid. Speaking of fantastic segments, let's move on to the main event. we have Edge making his triumphant return to Monday Night Raw. The crowd loved this. I loved this. You loved this. We all loved this. This was fantastic. Edge basically says he got another neck surgery. He said he's going to come back, and he does. He doesn't know how long it's going to last, but he does start listing off a big long list of names. He says, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Matt Riddle, Aleister Black, Randy Orton. He names off all these people that he wants to wrestle, and he says, I hope I see you soon. And so we don't know how long. I haven't figured out I think he signed a 3-year deal. I don't know what that entails. I don't know if he's going to be on Raw every week. I don't know if he got like a Brock Lesnar schedule. I don't know if he's not doing house shows and he's doing every week of Raw. That would be the ideal situation, is that he just works Raws and doesn't have that many matches on TV. Maybe, once a month he'll have a match on TV and then have a match on pay-per-view. I think he can handle 2 matches a month. That's about what Jericho does on AEW, and they're similar ages. Randy Orton's in his 40s. Now, Rey Mysterio working matches every single week, and I think he does house shows some too, is ridiculous. And he's like 45 years old, but Rey Mysterio is a different beast there. So Orton comes out, says we're going to get Rated RKO back together, hits him with an RKO, turns heel on Edge, puts a chair around his neck like he's going to take him out, and he doesn't take him out. He ends up walking out of the ring. Then he comes back, and then he hits Edge with a concerto with the 2 chairs, and he smashed his head in between the 2 chairs. This was a fantastic ending to Monday Night Raw. This was excellent. I loved this ending to Monday Night Raw. Yes, the 3rd hour drug out. Yes, it wasn't, the best it could have been. The first 2 hours were great. The main event segment was great. It's just that little bit of time in between. But this ending to Raw was one of the best I've seen in a long time. This was job well done. WWE, Randy Orton and Edge. This was a fantastic segment. Great job, guys. Thank you for doing this. So Edge will probably go away for a month or so to sell the concerto. He'll come back. He'll probably end up challenging Randy Orton at WrestleMania, hopefully in some kind of crazy hardcore match. I don't know if we ever got Rated RKO in the Randy Orton and Edge feud. I can't remember. From 2006, I think it was, when they were together, and they ended up not being together anymore. I want to say somebody got hurt, and that's how it ended. So they never actually had their blow-off match. So I don't remember for sure. But regardless, I'm fine with this being a comeback match for Edge. WrestleMania being his first, singles big match back. We'll see. We shall see. I will keep you updated on Edge's status. Just stay tuned to rc3entertainment.com. Once I find out the details of his contract, I will post it up there so you guys will know. Raw was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fine. I thought the 3rd hour drug, as usual. Like I said, we need to do something. We need to separate one of those 3 hours. Hear me out. You do all the same stuff you did tonight. You move the 24/7 title stuff to the pre-show. The pre-show. I call it a pre-show. I mean a pre-game, prelim show from 8 to 9, and then from 9 to 11 you have your main episode of Raw. But you move the 24/7 title stuff. Maybe you move Ray and MVP to the pre-show. Maybe you move Charlotte. Maybe Charlotte just cuts a promo on who she's going to challenge at WrestleMania instead, and then you set up Charlotte and Asuka for next week instead of just having it right away. And then all of a sudden you've got a 2-hour Raw and everything is awesome. Everything else is awesome. Get rid of Eric Rowan. If you're not going to do anything with him, get rid of him. The Aleister Black stuff was short, but it's so stupid that we're every single week we have to have one bad hour of Raw and the other 2 are good. But regardless, I thought Raw was pretty decent tonight. I thought it was good. I loved the main event segment, so I can live with it. I can deal with it. I can deal with it. But regardless, it was fine. It was what it was. I was happy with it. I'm not upset. And with that being said, it's time for me to go. Because I've already recorded this once, and then I'll have to record it again. I literally got all the way. I was talking about Edge and Orton, and then I had to start over. So that's why I don't seem as energetic as usual. That's why I'm not as entertaining as usual. I'm just kind of sitting here like this, just mumbling. You can't hear a word I'm saying, and you don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm just doing like this. But anyways, I'm going to bed. I got to get up early in the morning. 5:30 calls early, and it's midnight now. So I'm signing out. Check out www.rc3entertainment.com for all your latest wrestling news, opinions, and discussion. Go check us out on Facebook /RC3ENT to discuss professional wrestling every day. Follow me on Twitter, and you'll get my thoughts. When something big comes out, I'll put live thoughts out on Twitter, on the Twitter machine. Patreon.com/RC3ENT. Make my dreams come true by becoming a patron. Teespring.com/RC3ENT to get you some merchandise. Get you some merchandise. I don't know. Whatever. And again, RC3entertainment.com. Subscribe to this YouTube channel because it's just started. I just started this YouTube channel yesterday. Royal Rumble was my first show. And now we're back here tonight. We will be back again tomorrow. We'll discuss NWA Power. We'll discuss AEW Dark. Every night from 11:15 p.m. to 11:45 p.m. We'll be up here for 30 minutes. Yes, I will actually be up here at 11:15 tomorrow night. I will not screw up the stream again. I'll actually do it right and show up at 11:15 and not 11:45 because you streamed to yourself for 30 minutes. God, I'm such an idiot. With that being said, it's time for me to go to bed. I am over it. Over it. I am over it. I'm going to bed. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you tomorrow night. RC3 Entertainment. This has been Rob. I'm signing out.